For years now, Books on Bikes Newport News has been personally delivering the gift of reading to students in their neighborhoods. With a generous donation of new trikes from Anthem Health Keepers, a total of 18 Newport News elementary schools now have a creative method of delivering free books to their students. An Achievable Dream Academy has made multiple rides throughout the Southeast community these past few months. A devoted team of educators handed out free books to current and older dreamers as they traveled between neighborhoods, encouraging lifelong readers. Hydenwood Elementary kicked off their Books on Bikes adventures with a community-focused event at the school in December. Family and community engagement specialist Lauren Hunter invited volunteers from neighboring Hydenwood Presbyterian Church and the Gamma Theta chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, who donated and handed out books during the weekend celebration. After the launch party, staff and students hopped on their bikes and rode to Hydenwood Apartments, where over 50 members of Hampton University's chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha greeted students and families. At Katherine Johnson Elementary, second grade teacher Lucy Wright organized rides into nearby neighborhoods through the fall and winter. At each stop, students selected books to add to their at-home reading collection, while educators had a wonderful opportunity to build meaningful relationships with parents and family members. And if Books on Bikes hasn't made it to your neighborhood yet, chances are your school principal has already made the rounds through the school hallways to personally deliver the gift of reading to students. Whether it's in neighborhoods or through the hallways, nobody delivers literacy better than Books on Bikes Newport News. Our entire community came together to bring joy to families during the holiday season. For several years now, Newport News Councilwoman Sharon Scott has hosted the annual One City Celebrations Holiday Food Drive at Denby Community Center to give hundreds of families and students a reason to celebrate the season. During the month of December, many schools in Newport News held food drives to donate to this event. At Jenkins Elementary, class representatives and elected student ambassadors started their mornings by collecting and recording donations from every classroom. Principal Kelly Stewart even helped students transport the outpouring of generosity with the school's Books on Bikes trike. With organizational help from staff sponsor Jessica Reynolds, Jenkins turned their food drive into a fun competition between hallway grades. Second and third grade pulled out to an early lead, but fourth and fifth grade ended up collecting the most canned goods, helping Jenkins donate an impressive 1,300 items to families across the city. On the first Monday of winter break, volunteers from schools, city departments, faith-based organizations, the military, and community partners came together to make the One City Celebrations Holiday Food Drive a success. Over 700 families drove through the receiving line, with volunteers packing their cars with bags of food and a holiday turkey. Books on Bikes Newport News handed out holiday treats and over 1,000 free books. Educators were more than happy to help kids select the perfect brand new book to enjoy reading over winter break. Through generous donations, 80 bikes were given out to deserving students at 6 elementary schools. Family and community engagement specialists worked with school principals to reward students who have good grades, excellent attendance, and exhibit positive citizenship skills. With vehicles filled with food, bikes, and books, hundreds of families had more to celebrate during the holiday season, thanks to the generosity of volunteers and organizers of the One City Celebrations Holiday Food Drive. Cross-country runners at Menchville High School continue to honor their teammates' enduring legacy by reaching out to the community through Leaves for Luke. Last year, Menchville's cross-country team offered to rake yards for donations to support their teammate Luke Gear, who was battling an aggressive form of cancer. Leaves for Luke was created to help the Gear family pay for Luke's medical care. Instead, Luke's last wish was to use the money to support his cross-country team, allowing Menchville to buy new uniforms and shirts with Luke's initials emblazoned on the sleeve. For 2 weekends last month, the second annual Leaves for Luke was organized by Menchville students to help beautify yards while raising funds for Luke's Legacy, a nonprofit organization created to honor Luke's memory and support youth athletics through community outreach. The money raised from Leaves for Luke went directly to Luke's Legacy to fund cancer research and support a scholarship fund, allowing Luke's incredible kindness to continue giving back to others. Every year in early December, students all around the globe participate in Computer Science Education Week. This annual event seeks to inspire students to learn about the many ways computer science impacts our daily lives, while advocating for equity in computer science education and exploring exciting career opportunities. Over the years, computer science, coding, and robotics have become more ingrained in the K-12 curriculum, as Newport News Public Schools seeks to build an educational experience shaped towards emerging careers and cutting-edge technologies that our students must learn to become competitive in a future global market. The NNPS Instructional STEM team shared resources and curriculum guides with educators to make Computer Science Education Week relevant and engaging. At General Stanford Elementary, Karen Canfield's third graders spent the whole week learning a new language through code literacy. Using web-based games, her students learned how to build code, move objects around a screen using algorithmic thinking, and sharpen their problem-solving skills. Each day, a new game offered different challenges for students to build 21st century learning skills. At Newsom Park Elementary, home of the Math, Science, and Technology Magnet Program, fifth graders in Shannon Schmidt's class used Ozobots to reinforce their math comprehension. By incorporating robot coding into a lesson about place value, students expanded their understanding of computer science while enjoying a math lesson that was fun and interactive. Meanwhile, first grade students at Newsom Park used Bbots to learn the basics of programming. Educators provided a holiday-themed mat as students worked in teams to use coding to estimate and solve challenges as they made sure Santa delivered gifts to the Christmas tree while avoiding the Grinch, who was trying to ruin the holiday. And at Gildersleeve Middle School, 8th grade tag English teacher Cindy Connell teamed up with instructional technology coach and Adobe creative educator Sarah Garrity to allow students to share their passions and hobbies through explainer videos. To complete their videos, students had to research a topic that interested them, write a script, create storyboards, shoot their footage, record voiceovers, and then edit the final productions together. The multifaceted project took a few weeks to complete, but allowed students to think creatively, solve problems as they arose, learn new technologies, and work independently to finish on deadline. Some of the students submitted their videos into a nationwide contest, the Art of Explainer Videos Challenge, hosted by Adobe and Khan Academy.